start?
Yeah.
Right, I'm standing here with Sui, owner of Slap, and I guess owner of Copenhagen Games. Or one of them.
I think.
Yeah, so what's up with this venue? Why here?
Well, we have done Slap Live for like 10 years or something like that. And we wanted to, take a few steps ahead. And it's compared to Sweden, Norway, and so on. It's difficult to do gaming events in Denmark because Denmark is a small country. We have a lack of sponsors. Intel, AMD doesn't exist in Denmark, so they don't have any budget for them. So it's quite difficult for us to make everything work. So my idea is to try to take gaming out of the box and try to, to make it more mainstream, or at least try to combine it with some mainstream things. So what we have done here with Copenhagen Games is that we are doing esports on PC, we are doing esports on Xbox or PlayStation, and we are doing even game development. We have a book for that right now, and the last part of it is we're doing a lot of different physical activities. As you see, we have football, table tennis, and so on. So we try to force people to move physically instead of just sitting down. So it's a lot of different ideas combined with electronic entertainment and exhibition. To try to make this one gaming event which can contain everything.
Yeah, for me, I've been to 4 or 5 Slap events, and this is really different. So I guess you have achieved your goal with mixing everything. Because you had console gaming at Slap, some booths, but here you have what? How many units? 40?
Yeah, 40, 50 units.
Yeah, and it's quite nice. Are they sponsored by EA or?
We have EA here. We have sponsored by Microsoft, and we have a few other gaming sponsors also with the games themselves. So it's different, but this is still a start. This is it's nice to be here, and this is in the heart of Copenhagen, and that makes a difference because we will be able to attract a lot of guests, which we are not used to working with. So this is quite new for us. And this is, as you see here, this exhibition is just a start. Next year this will get huger. It will be real big and a bigger part of Copenhagen Games 2009.
What's the estimated amount of visitors you have that's not related to esports?
Well, to be honest, we don't know. Everyone when they start doing this kind of events, they say, well, we will have 15,000 guests or we will have 10,000 guests. But to be honest, nobody knows. But we expect and hope that this time we would like to have 3,000 guests looking who are. They might know something about esports. It might be parents, it might be media. It can be a lot of different persons. But 3,000 is our goal this time.
Do you believe that Danish people are open-minded to esport, to gaming in general?
They have become. If you asked me that 3 or 4 years ago, I would have said no. It's been a tough ride. It's been very difficult, but in Denmark, I think we have been 3, maybe 4 or 5 different organizers who have worked with this issue very hardly for quite some time. And the change has started now. When we are out here, we see parents coming to watch how far their kids go. We have even seen, in old days, all the teenagers, or maybe even people who were a bit older than a teenager, they came with a computer, and their parents sometimes left them. Here, keep an eye on our kid, and then they just left. Now it's funny, sometimes I see a whole family, father, mother, and 2 sons, and they have 4 computers with them. So the change has started, but we still have a bit of a way to go, so we still have to find it.
Okay. Last time we spoke, it was last year or something at Slap, or the year before. You said that Slap didn't really have any competition. There was no other Danish lands. Battle and those had closed down, and now you have HK land. You have this, and Field Series Esport Challenge. Do you think there will pop up more gaming events in Denmark, or do you think it will have to be a very close-knit community with few lands?
Well, there's nothing new because we have for the last 10 years seen new events come and go when we're still here. We saw SG open, who came in the market with like 3 or 4 or 5 million kroners. And we do this on nothing, and we still survive it. What we see now, you were talking about HK Land. Yeah. HK Land is actually run by our people. It's another part of the company, but it's still our people running it, and it's okay. It's not a competition for us. HK Land won't be able to grow more than 300 people, and it's only once a year. And that's why we have allowed our people to work with that also. You are mentioning Stesia's esports challenge. That's a one-time event, and as you see, we have Stesia with us here.
Do you think they will come back?
Well, I hope so, because it doesn't matter where they do their activities. As I see it, even though if it's a competition, even though it's a competition for us, I see it as a mutual interest, because as many esports activities in Denmark, it's good for the business, and it's good for us also. We have our place, and right now we are not, what do you call it, we don't have a competition which we are afraid of.
Okay. Here at Copenhagen Games you have Swords and you have Counter-Strike as the main competitions. Why Swords? Is it that big in Denmark that you believe it will actually attract
we have, if we look back, actually here in Scandinavia, Slap was the first event organizer to start with Swords. We had the first Swords events in all Scandinavia. And because of that, we have a very big place in Source Games. They like this event. What has happened here for the last year is that in Denmark, the change has started. People are starting to play Source, but it's not the old players, the newcomers. When they go out and they buy console, they buy Source. They don't even know what's else. And that change in the generation has started. Out here we have more Source gamers than we have 1.6 gamers. And that's the first time that ever has happened.
Alright, one last question. I believe your crew needs you. What's your expectations of the tournaments? You have the Danish final and you have the main tournament Source and Counter-Strike.
Well, what I like to say to people here is we do have esports, we do have tournaments, we do have some quite interesting prizes and so on. But for me personally, the biggest challenge is to give people an experience. What I would like to do is when they go from here, I would like them to see, whoa, that was nice, I want to come here next time. That's my main goal. The rest of it is just a part of the game, and that will work. So,
good luck. Mange tak.